everybody. Today I want to talk about the N2Y curriculum. I've expressed in other videos how much I love this curriculum. It is an online curriculum full learning center for children on the spectrum and primarily non-verbal children. So in the non-verbal community, people use apps like this. So if you can see this is called Proloquo to Go. And what it is, let me get like a little bit closer. Okay, so what it is different buttons and folders, and pretty much a study was done to go over the most used words in language and English language, and they've put all of that in these folders and organize it in a certain way to make it kind of intuitive, but it's definitely pretty cumbersome. And this is the way that my son Cameron is learning to speak. So right now he's at the point where he can say, I want something.
I want more. I want more.
And he can make those simple sentences. He's really good at requesting, which is kind of the first step, requesting food, requesting TV shows. He can request all day. So now we're getting to the point where I want to teach him how to use his device for more things, like not just requesting, but how do you feel, or describe what you see, describe how someone else is feeling, maybe ask a question. And so the N2Y curriculum is set up using these same symbols that Proloquo to Go uses, which is symbol sticks. So this is one of the stories in the N2Y system. So it's called Where Is My Baby? In the story, it goes over a whole bunch of different animals that are looking for their baby, and then it goes into what the baby animal is and some descriptive terms about the baby animal. So we go through this story, and I printed this out from the N2Y, and then I just stapled it together. And then it has a communication board. And the communication board has the key terms and objects and describing words and action words that are in the story. Now this coincides with this. So you see, it all works together. So as I'm teaching him, I actually have the same symbols right on here. And using this communication board makes it easier when you're going through like one particular story. I know in this story, there's going to be a horse, or there's going to be a dog, or there's going to be talking about long legs. So all the symbols that I need are right here in this communication board. So I can say, what's a dog's baby? You know, what's a dog's baby? And then he would point to a puppy. A puppy is a dog's baby. And hopefully y'all can see that. So that's just one of the things that I love about N2Y is the plethora. I mean, they have a full library of little stories like this. And they have different levels of stories. So you see on this one, it goes into, multiple sentences on a page. It goes into descriptive words. They have this same story at like a level A, which is more simplified. You'll get a simple sentence like, this is a dog. This is a puppy. If that's the level that your child is at. What I try to do, Cameron's kind of at that simple sentence stage, but I try to go like one stage above where he's at, just to challenge him a little bit more. So I'll print out both level D and levels B and C, and then we'll go over all of them. But I still want him to see what a more complex sentence looks like and kind of hear it and get familiar with it. Now, another thing that N2Y has is questions. So I can ask him a question, and as I'm asking him a question, the symbols are there with how he recreates this question on his own device, and then the 3 answers. And he can either point to the answer or he can go to his device and find the answer. But it's a way to get those who, what, where, when, and why questions. So he can start to use his device more than just requesting, I want mac and cheese, I want chicken nuggets. Like, it's all about I want. But this makes him go further than that. And so that's why I really love the N2Y system. And what else I want to go over? So this is another story. Another thing about N2Y is they give you the theme for the month. So as you can see, the theme is like animals and petting zoos and farm stuff. So this is the next story that we're going to go into. This is a level E story. So just to show you, like, it's a whole paragraph. So this is way more advanced than where he is. But again, just to get familiar with it, I don't try to like put a lot of pressure on him. I just want him to kind of hear the story, enjoy the story. You know, we'll laugh a little bit. I'll make some animal noises, which he thinks is really silly. So I try to keep it fun and light, especially when I know that the material might be a little bit more over his head. And yeah, that's it. That is the N2Y curriculum. It also has, I know I just showed you like English type stuff and language arts, but it does have math problems. So his math worksheets will look like, you know, 3 apples plus 3 apples equals how many apples? And the apple symbol is the same apple symbol that he will find on his device. They have science projects, social studies projects. They do newsletters. So, but the newsletters are written in symbol format. So they'll have the sentence, but they also have the symbols underneath. They've had newsletters about the coronavirus, about the protests, you know, in a simple way. I mean, it's not like a politically leaning type article, but it's just a very like high level, this is kind of what's happening in the world, so the kids can just see and be engaged in what's really going on. But yeah, but that's why I love the N2Y curriculum. I think it's really helping him figure out this Proloquo to go. Now I know that there are other applications, alternative communication applications that are like this. I think that Proloquo to go is like more of the gold standard, I would say. I haven't really seen anything else as robust. We started off using Let's Talk, which was a free alternative communication device, and we started there because it was free. Proloquo is expensive. I think this thing is like $300. It's a one-time fee, but it's steep. But it's your voice. I mean, there's kind of not a price that you could put on it. So it's definitely worth every penny. I would say if you are new to the alternative communication devices, start off free and see kind of where your child is. Can your child scan and find certain words that he's looking for? Can they go into folders and do they understand that this word might not appear on the first page, but it might appear like 2 pages later? So doing the free route can kind of show you that, and then that will sort of guide you onto what your next device might be like what's your foundational device. Like, I think we're going to be on this device for years, and I'm hoping that he becomes very proficient and starts able to describe, and I can hear more of his thoughts, and yeah, and I think that N2Y is going to help with that. So thank you for watching. I've rambled. Bye.